And I am live and in action. And I should have brought my phone holder down here. Y'all, let me show y'all what I got for breakfast. Hey, there we go. So here I am. Here. So yeah, y'all, I'm having breakfast before the Millions Conference. You know what? I wish I had some salsa to put on my eggs. That's coming out. Okay. Couldn't see it. Having breakfast live. Y'all just gonna join me while I eat. Let's see if this is good. Eggs. We need a little more than salt and pepper on these eggs. Let me try to add some sausage with it, and hopefully that'll help balance it. We got eggs. Let's see. Eggs and sausage. That makes it a little better. So I have discovered something this morning. I don't even ever use salt in my food. But today I'm using salt because this food literally has no, they just cooked it, has no flavor. I never cook with salt because I feel like the food has its own salt. Us in our community, high sodium is a problem anyways. Hey, Princess Fiona, El Senor Barney. How are you guys? Thanks for hopping on here with me. Yeah, I was on here a little bit earlier when I was talking about me being prepared for Millions Conference. And also, I was sharing with you guys that I'm in a season in my life where I'm experiencing like what I consider to be tremendous growth, or I'm positioning for tremendous growth. And so, in being in that place, I'm talking about the things that I am doing to prepare for whatever breakthrough is about to happen. And so one of the things that I've done this weekend is I've taken some time. What am I eating? I've taken some time to get away and get myself together to be prepared. So listen, what am I eating? I have eggs, potatoes. I have some breakfast sausage, biscuit, and gravy. I don't know if I'm going to eat that, but I put it on the plate. And then I have some fruit, fresh fruit. And I can tell they cut this fruit themselves. So, oh, and then I have cranberry orange juice. It's good. So that's breakfast for me before I get to the conference. What conference is that? Millions Conference. You guys can look it up. But it's a conference that basically helps you to accelerate your business. Um, and that's what I'm doing. That's the stage I'm in. So, what I was saying earlier was that a couple years ago, not a couple, it's been probably about 5 to 10 years ago, I developed a software, put in about $50,000 on this software and getting it developed with my development team. And a friend of mine, who was a friend at that time, stole it by passing the information along to someone else that she knew. And behind the scenes, he was developing the software um, while I was in development. Excuse me. The reason he was able to steal it was because he was financially stable and he was in a position to where he could take it. He knew exactly what I was doing because I shared it with her and she told him. And then, am I going to eat all this? No, which is sad because I shouldn't have put all this on my plate, but I did. But no, normally when I get any type of meal, I probably eat about a third to maybe half of what I put on my plate. I'm getting off subject, but a lot of my friends don't like to go out to eat with me because of that. They feel like I don't eat all of my food. But, in your mind, you think you want it and you think you're going to eat it, and then you sit to the table and you don't eat it. So I just already know I'm not going to eat all this. Anywho, back to what I was saying about the software that was stolen. So at that time, I did not have a non disclosure agreement in place. I had no legal protection in place. And this lady was able to take what I created, pass it to someone else, and he was able to take it and get it developed quicker because he had the finances to do it and get it to market because he had the knowledge to do it. And I was working solo by myself. I didn't really know. I was fumbling my way through, but I knew I needed to get it developed. And I lost out on that. This time around, I have a software that's being developed. And in that process, I started with protecting my idea first. I started with making sure that I had a trademark in place, making sure that I had a patent pending. So, whatever information, even when it comes to my developers, it's interesting because in the first meeting with my developers, they wanted to know exactly what the software was going to be. I get it. They're going to be the ones creating and then developing it. Sidebar. Yes, it's tasty now because I've added a little salt and pepper. But back to the story. So they wanted to know exactly what was going to be the operation and functionality of the software. And on the first meeting, I gave them some information and then I told them that I can't tell you everything because I don't have an NDA agreement in place. And they, assured me that they wouldn't take the information anywhere. It's okay. Don't worry about it. But because that had happened to me before, I knew better. And so I just said, no, there are some things I can tell you and I will. And then there are some things I simply cannot tell you unless I have an NDA agreement. At that point, they agreed to sign the NDA agreement. I have a team of four, and they signed the NDA agreement. And in signing the NDA agreement, in our second meeting, they asked again, was this the full functionality of the software? This time around, I was able to divulge even more information. And when I divulged that information on the call, I could see each person's face light up. We were on a Zoom call or video call, Google Teams. That's how we meet. And I could see their faces light up. I saw their eyes go wide. And some of the people were on mute, and I could see them giving the thumbs up. And they were just like, wow, that is a really good idea. We have not seen anything like this. So then the head developer said,